live, everyone?
Wonderful.
Well, welcome to Rona G's. This is the Gemstone Hallway.
New and improved.
You and a bunch of other people spent a lot of time
Yeah.
putting up shelves and putting up some of our...
We received 800 pounds, new pounds, and we have like something like 1,500 pounds or more of stones here. So, but we added a bunch of new stuff, which is really cool.
Lauren is one of our crystal experts.
I would not go that far, but I do.
Well, I would. So she's one of our crystal experts. By the way, we talked about her earlier on the show with Ellie. She is one of the folks that works with the Fae. So
I do have a couple of Fae stones to feature.
Perfect. Oh yeah, well then show us what we got going on here.
So let me grab, this one is one of our new stones. So that is the ruby fuchsite. It's so beautiful. You can see the ruby in the stone there. And the Fae love this stone, but this stone is, you don't have to work with the Fae to carry this stone. It's a really good stone for giving you inner strength and self-love. Over here. But the fairies do really like this stone. I mean, look at the color of it. They love everything sparkly as well. So I also grabbed a couple of really beautiful sparkly pieces. Look at this angel aura amethyst. This would be perfect for a fairy altar. The only thing is you want to stay away from some of the titanium aura because iron is not their favorite thing. So you want sparkly, but no iron. That's what I stay away from when it comes to my fairy altar. So that's my face stones I've got going on. I wanted to feature a couple of our other new ones. So I also have the white leopard jasper skin. White leopard skin jasper, there we go. And this one is said to be a supreme nurturer. So this is a really great stone when you're going through a hard time. It's going to be bringing peace, but also super nurturing of stress, anxiety, that kind of thing. And it's a really cool stone when you look really closely at it. It's got these crazy like leopard print. So the name is super fitting. It is really cool. So that's one of our really new stones. So we just got it a couple weeks ago. And then going off the jasper, this one is the silver mist jasper, which is also another one of our new stones. And you can see it's got this sheen to it as well. And each stone looks so different. That's one really cool thing about jasper is there's so many different colors you can find within it. And this is a great stone for aiding in astral travel, if that's something you're interested in doing. Even just like keeping it under your pillow when you're trying to do that. Put that one to the side, right?
Add to cart.
Yeah.
Add to my cart.
So that is a really cool one. One that we've had before but haven't had recently, couldn't get a hold of. We have the Sharite back in. So this is the stone of transformation. It is extremely like powerful energy. You can feel it. I feel it when I hold it. Go ahead and hold one of those. But it's good at raising vibration. So if you're going through a spiritual awakening, you're feeling stuck, this would be a great stone to kind of catapult you into that next phase. But it's definitely a healing stone as well. I mean, you see that purple color, you know, you're thinking crown chakra, but also a lot of a healing happening there. So this is a really beautiful and cool stone. Another one of my favorites that we have is the muscovite mica, and this is really great. Look like how sparkly. This is so cool. It's really interesting because you'll see mica in a lot of stones, but this is all mica in this piece. It's so neat. So it is really good for bringing mental clarity and self-reflection. So this would be a great like shadow work stone if you're struggling with shadow work. I'm actually just selling it right now. So I also really like that one. It's also said to reduce appetite. So that's another cool thing. That's I also wanted to feature two of my favorites, Pre-Night with Epidote. This I love for all mothers, if mothers need a gift, because it's actually said, the stone is called Heals the Healer. So for someone who is giving a lot of healing energy to other people, this is for healing them. When they were very much giving out energy all the time, this is a great stone for that. So I love it. It's a beautiful color. It's got Epidote in it, which is really cool. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have so much more I could say, but, you know.
Oh, also, I forgot to tell y'all, if you've seen any of the crystal grids on our social media, Lauren is one of the team members who made them. Will you speak on that?
I absolutely will.
Just do a little bit. What is a crystal grid?
So a crystal grid is a grid that you would put together with different crystals, and you're trying to achieve something when doing that. So some of the ones we did was one for protection. We did another one for like an angelic connection, and I believe we also did one for dispelling negativity. And that was actually that's the first crystal grid I ever made. So I thought it was very intimidating, but it was not as difficult as I thought. They look harder than they are, right? You just gotta follow that intuition when you're putting it together. That's the most important part. But we have so many books on it that if you're interested in doing it, you could always pick one of those up.
So would we use any of these in a crystal grid?
You could use any of these in a crystal grid. It depends on what you're trying to achieve.
Okay.
The most important part of the crystal grid is the center stone, which is called the generator. So that kind of provides the energy for the rest. So like in our protection one, we had a large tourmaline sphere because that was our protector generator, and then from there we built on top of that and did some more protective grounding stones and stuff like that. I did want to feature this stone. This is the selenite rose, desert rose selenite, and it's a really cool stone, but I don't think people look at it a lot. The reason why this is such a cool stone is because in lore it's actually said that each selenite rose has a different spirit or guardian inside, so it's like you're carrying your spirit guide with you, which I think is just like the sweetest thing.
It's a pet rock.
Yeah, literally, it is a pet rock.
It's adorable.
And it's really fun to think that you have a little buddy inside of there watching over you. So I love that. And like selenite, it's going to be cleansing and dispelling of negativity. Yeah, it's a cool stone. I like that stone.
Oh wow.
I also wanted to show my favorite stone. One of my favorite stones. It's so hard to pick one, but fluorite is one of my favorite stones. You can see the bands of purple and teal in there. And this is a great stone if you're an empath. So if you're empathic, this is a great stone that helps you not absorb other people's energies, which I think a lot of us can relate to, especially working in here. Like I always have fluorite on me at some point, just because there's so much energy coming in and out all the time.
Someone asks, does the grid disrupt a person's energy system?
I would say no.
Don't sleep with it in your bedroom.
Not unless it's aiding sleep.
Yeah.
True, right? Yeah, it's actually a really good question. But I would say no, not your own energy system. But remember that everything is about the intention you put behind it, right? So, I mean, I also get a question a lot where it's like, if I carry this stone, is it gonna interfere with another stone I carry, or is there a certain way I need to have crystals on me? And I would say no. At the end of the day, they're all healing properties. So, I mean, you can't really do wrong, right? Like,
I agree.
they all have good benefits to them.
I agree.
Yeah. And then this last one is probably one of the last ones I'll feature, but this is our kunzite. And so this is a really cool stone. It's a loving stone. You'll see that in like the pink color, but it's said to connect the mind and the heart. So some people do struggle with that, and it's also said to help you in experiencing and reciprocating love. So that's for our people who aren't the best at telling the ones that you love them. This would be a really great stone for them.
Oh.
You know,
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I know you're super busy with all the things you do here, so I'm really appreciative that you told us about some of these stones.
I could talk about stones all day, seriously. So
Well, everyone, you can always send us messages or comments with questions about stones, and I'll refer them to Lauren, and then we'll get back to you.
and come on in and say hi to me because I love to talk about stones with everyone. So
Oh yeah, and don't forget, we have a sale going on. We save 25% off on everything except Botanica boxes, gift cards, and consignment items. And if you're shopping on our website, just use the code SAVE25 to save 25%. SAVE25. Thanks for joining us.
bye.